The game might be over, but we're just getting started. Welcome to the Todd Fox Post-Game Podcast, your go-to spot for real, unfiltered Angels talk, win or lose, on the Halos in the Infield Network. You never know what's going to happen. Walk-offs, meltdowns, heroics, or straight-up typical Angels disasters. We're breaking it all down. Who stepped up and took home the Golden Stamos, the most prestigious award in baseball? And who embarrassed themselves so badly they're stuck with the dreaded Nacho Night Award? Drop your comments, call in, and sound off. We're reading them all. So like, share, subscribe, and buckle up, because this show pulls no punches. And yes, Anthony Rendon is still a fragile little bitch. Take it away, Todd.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd.
Hey, welcome in everybody to the Halos in the Infield post-game show with your host Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield Network. We're the only place to get real baseball talk because it's by the fans, for the fans, by the fans. We are real fans that are there, and I was there tonight as the Angels came back. I was this close to making that stupid decision of leaving early. I worked a long day today, 12-hour day, and then you know, the girl was like, hey, let's go to the game. And she was pushing me, and I went, and we had a good time with Jim. I ran into my friend Matt, and also got to meet up with our good friend of the show, hopefully soon to be TNA World Champion wrestler Frankie Kazarian, also a former WWE guy. He's been on AEW, so he's been all over the place, and right now he's going for the title, so it was good to see him there. Took a couple pictures I'll post on social media, taking pictures with him. He's a good friend of Fernando's as well. So that was pretty cool. And the Angels win tonight. So all in all, a good night. As before the game, we heard, Kenley Jansen can't pitch tonight. We're giving him a night off. The night off after a night off after a night off. That's Angels logic. It doesn't get any more Angel than that. I mean, does he need 3 nights off? I never remember him getting that many days off with the Dodgers, let alone the Red Sox. I get it. He's a veteran, but good God, what are we doing? It's just, but look, we're going to celebrate because we won. We won a game, and it's nice to see the Angels get a victory because I don't know about you, but I'm tired of seeing them getting their cheeks clapped on a night, from a night-to-night basis. So it's good to see the Angels get a victory, and they won tonight here behind, again, an improbable comeback. There's a lot to get into in this game. The Angels had 8 runs on 9 hits, no errors. The Blue Jays had 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They came into the games 16 and 18, 2 games under 500. The Angels were 13 and 20. They are now 14 and 20 on the season, still 6 games under, still in a bad spot, but at least they were able to, I think, did they pick up a game? No, I think Seattle won, so it doesn't matter. There's 6.5 out still. But, it is what it is. So this game got going pretty early. And like, most Angel games, the pitchers like to surrender a run or 2 in the first inning, and this game was no different. Fan favorite, Carlos Correa, hit a 2-run shot off of Tyler Anderson, and you're thinking, crap, this could go bad very fast, and you don't want to get into that bullpen. And you kind of knew that this was going to be a bullpen game for the Blue Jays. They had no starter that was listed. Last minute, it was Urena, not Uranus. And, it was one of those things where the Angels had to, they don't do good when they face a bullpen game. It is what it is. I don't know what the Angels they don't get adjusted to or do their homework. Well, we know they don't do their homework, but either way, you faced a total of 8 pitchers tonight, some because of ineffectiveness. But if the Blue Jays had their way, they probably would have pitched 5 pitchers anyway and had them at least do an inning after Uranus did 4 in the third. But the Blue Jays went with Urena, Green, Flaherty, Tate, Garcia, who got the loss, Hoffman, and Lauer. In this game, they were used and abused. But the scoring started early. First inning, 2-run homer by Springer, and he's been their hottest hitter. And then the big talk before the game was, hey, Taylor Ward, he's been taking batting practice against single-A players. Some of the 66ers came up here and threw batting practice, and he looks a lot better. Whether that is true or not, he did have a good game. And it's, again, I've made it very clear, at least my personal feelings on Taylor Ward. I don't like the guy. I wish the guy who hit a home run tonight, which we'll talk about in a second, Santander, was an Angel. I was kind of hoping he would take the spot of one of the outfielders this year, and I was hoping that he would take the spot of Taylor Ward. When we heard that Taylor Ward talk about, possibly going to Pittsburgh in the offseason, I was all for it. I didn't care if we got a bucket of balls. I'm tired of Taylor Ward, right? But if Taylor Ward, I'm more open to any ball player except Squid. Prove me wrong in my hatred or not my dislike of them, I should say. I want, obviously if Taylor Ward's doing this on a nightly basis or getting hits, or at least in the, even if he goes 0 for 2, but he works a walk and has a sacrifice, that's a hell of a productive night. I'll take that any time of the week, right? He doesn't always have to get a hit. I don't always want him to hit a home run. I want him to do other things than just hit a home run. He has turned into an all or nothing player, but at least he got another hit, which we'll talk about, which I think was more of an error than a hit. But either way, I do like the fact that, he showed some incentive or some progressive play, or at least some training to get better. He's not sitting back like a lot of these other hitters and not taking care of business and just sticking with the status quo. I want to see more players opt out of the bullshit analytics and the stuff that they're peddling in the front office, that geek that we talked about from Boston University who thinks he knows it all, never played any baseball. Get away from that kind of crap. Get away from an offensive coordinator. I never heard of an offensive coordinator until the last couple of years in the majors. That was just not a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. You have a hitting instructor for a reason. So it was 2-2 thanks to Taylor Ward's 2-run homer, and there was just a bunch of nothing after that. It was a nothing burger of a hit here, hit there. Toronto had the bases loaded. They knocked out Anderson in a tough spot. Johnson came in there and got a key out to keep the game tied at 2. And the Angels were doing their normal, I can't do nothing. Not really, even when they got a guy on base, Paris stole the base, but he slid over the base. He was tagged out, so killed the rally there. So the Angels were just doing their typical nothing burgers. But if you look at the overall stats after that, they only struck out 6 times. So again, chalk up another win when they're not striking out 10 or more times. And they actually did this thing called getting a walk. They worked 3 of them. And that last one was really key that we'll talk about here in a second. So in the 8th inning, Santander comes up and hits a booming home run off of Johnson after Johnson, again, on a 3-2 count, has to try to burn him with a pitch down and in on a slider. And Santander was all over that pitch and golfed it out. And you thought that this was just setting a script. I know Grillmaster gets on here and goes, this is rigged and it's a script. And he would have told you that, Manfred has it in for the Angels. They're going to lose this game. Solo blast. It's over, right? And I, for all intents and purposes, thought the same thing. I looked over at Steve Lease and Jim, and I was like, man, it wrote itself tonight, didn't it? The home run, now we're going to lose in the 9th inning. We're going to not put up anything. But I was wrong, because Neto had a really, really good at-bat against Yimi Garcia and worked a walk, and then right away stole second base and stole it rather easily. And then all of a sudden, they did this thing called a bunt, and it was great to see, but Shawnewill didn't do it right because they don't practice enough. And by all intents and purposes, Kirk had him, or Barishaw, I forget who was playing catcher tonight. I think Kirk was the DH. No, it was Kirk, the catcher tonight. So he tries to throw the ball over to Clement at third. And Clement, on the replay that we saw, and even in real time, all he has to do is catch that ball, and it's thrown in such a position that where if he catches the ball, I don't even think he has to lower his glove. I think the foot or the arm, because I didn't even see if he was trying to slide in head first, because I looked at the ball going in the outfield. I didn't even see if he was sliding in head first or sliding in with feet first. But either way, where that ball was positioned, maybe 6 inches off the ground, it was going to tag Neto. He was going to be dead to right. Then you would have had a runner at first with 1 out, and they probably would have rolled into a double play, right? Because the next hitter was what's his name, Soler. So Neto, Clement, I guess, is looking at the base runner. He takes his eye off it, and that's how fast it can happen. He took and I've done that before. I took my eye off the ball, and I'm looking at the base runner coming at me, sliding at me. And you know what? If you're not prepared, that's exactly what's going to happen. The ball trickled into the outfield, and Neto comes in to score. And the place, again, for a place that looked like 1996 or 1997 to me, or 98, any one of those years prior to 2002, we had normal weekday crowds like that. That's the lowest I've ever seen it recently. As far as like just the crowd was like so small tonight. Let me look at what they actually said. They announced bullshit. They announced 25,000. Yeah, right. Okay. I've been to the Angel Stadium when that sucker was enclosed. That looked like maybe 15,000. Maybe 15,000. You could possibly get away with, 17,000. No, that place was empty as funk. But I give it to the crowd, though. They made as much noise as they possibly could, especially when Neto scored. I think there was a sigh of relief and like a in unison. Everyone's like, "Oh crap, that's cool. We scored." Nobody was expecting that. They were expecting after the Santander homer, "Hey, drive home safely. We're gonna lose." But the opposite of the old saying. So the Angels get that run, and it's 3-3. Shawnuel worked his way up to second base. Now, Soler comes up, and I'm thinking, they're tied right here. There's nobody out. Can Soler's ego be put to the side? Can Ron Washington make the right call and say, let's drop a bunt with our power hitter? Because he's done it before Soler turned into the 30 to 40 home run type of guy. He would drop down a bunt, because I've seen him do it before in Kansas City and other places. Yet, no, let's have him go up there and strike out on 3 pitches. So I'm already thinking, okay, this one's going to go to the 9th inning tied up. Who are we going to bring out? And I started to look at the bullpen. This is before I knew Kenley Jansen wasn't going to come in. And I'm thinking, damn, why isn't Kenley at least throwing the ball like he usually does? Like the medicine ball. Why isn't he not, no, he's unavailable after 2 days rest for a third day. Yeah, that's what I'm paying this dude $10 million on a 1-year contract. I'm not worried about his future. 1-year contract, your ass is going to pitch 4 times a week at least, even if we're losing. But no, this again, I got to refrain from nitpicking, so I'm going to stop. So anyway, you have the runner at second still, right? Taylor Ward comes up. I'm like, crap, dude, he needs to come through right here. He hits a ground ball. Now, 2 things happen. The shortstop for the Blue Jays is on a bad angle. He doesn't have the Neto arm. And Ward, when he wants to, put his Dumbo ears down, can actually run pretty fast, and they don't slow him down that much. So he actually was running fast out of the box. So I think the shortstop was already committed to try to throw to first, but even Steve Elise was like, why isn't he not throwing to third base? He has Shawnuel dead to right at third. Instead, he opts to throw to first base. The ball is off line, and Ward beats it out. He would have beat it out anyway. It was too tough of a play. So now you have first and third, and nobody out still. And O'Hoppe comes through with a single to left to make it 4-2 or 4-3. And we're like, holy crap. And again, I don't know. Jansen's out. And I'm like, oh God, they're either going to go with Fermin or Zephyrjon to close it out. So I'm like, man, we better score a couple more runs. And then boom goes the dynamite. Mancada comes up and hits a 3-run shot. You knew it was gone right away. And I was like, yes, were you actually going to win this one? I felt really good. Jim was like, hold on, we still have a half inning to go. But I thought for sure we had this. And then when Adele just put the icing on the cake, he wasn't even supposed to play tonight. But our boy Campero, Mr. Boyle, he got hurt. And I guess he twisted his ankle out of the box. That was a weird play. He got hurt. Adele came in for him and then hits the home run. And lo and behold, they put up a 6 spot in the 8th inning to win 8-3. So Much needed win. Through the box score, we go real quick. 1 run. Actually, for Neto, he had the 1 hit, 2 runs scored. He had the walk, so it's a very productive night. He's now batting .290. Shonawell got the 1 run on the, I guess 0 for 3 fielder's choice. Soler had a crappy night, 0 for 4 and a strikeout. Taylor Ward, good night, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, or 1 walk, and that home run. Ohapi went 3 for 4 tonight with an RBI, 3 for 4 for, actually 1 for 4 for Moncada, the 3-run homer, big blast. Renifo was disappointing at 0 for 4. Campero, Mr. Poyle, 0 for 1. Again, Adele went 1 for 2, and Paris at least got another hit, 1 for 4. That's good. Tyler Anderson, nice start again, 4th straight quality start, 6 2/3, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 walk that was intentional, 7 strikeouts, and only the first inning home run. The bullpen did what it had to do, but Johnson was a little bit flaky. 2/3 of an innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 1 run on the home run, 2 strikeouts. And then Neris came in with 2 strikeouts, and Fermin pitched a 1-2-3 ninth inning. So there you go. That's through the stats right there. So that means only one thing. If the Angels have more runs than the other team, there you go, Stukas. It's good to play. 2 out of the last 3 games we've been able to play that, so that's nice. Get off to a nice start to this homestand, or not the homestand, but the second part of the homestand, as we have 2 more with Toronto and then 3 more with the Baltimore Orioles. 2 quick things of note I want to pass on real quick, and that is, again, for the super stickers that are being provided, we're going to give away free shirts, as you guys have been contributing all season long, with some other goodies that we have to hand out to them, and then we'll have the shirts on sale at the end of the month. And number 2, we have a tailgate coming up here this Saturday before the game with the Orioles. If you want to come over to Bruheim, have a few drinks on us, and then also chill with us for a bit, and we'll talk Angels, play a few games, and then watch baseball that's going to be going on at the same time, and then get you warmed up before you go into the game on Saturday. Or if you just want to come by and chill, it's a nice venue, very nice venue at Bruheim. Come by and have a drink with us and chill and just hang out. And then we're going to have a watch party later in the month on the 24th, along with Yvette's tailgate there too. So we're going to have it's going to be a busy month, and we actually might have another watch party before that for a Dodger game. So keep an eye on that, as we'll be on the road technically. So those out of the way, let's get into the awards real quick, and then we'll get into your comments. We'll get this mother started here. The Stamos Award for Best Player on the Field goes to... The John Stamos Award goes to, boy, that is such a creepy picture with Roger Lodge and John Stamos. But I'd have to give it to, I'm going to give it to Anderson as a tough luck, no decision guy again. Again, he remains 2-0, but that ERA is sparkling at 2.68. I could give it to some of the offensive guys, but I feel they need to deserve it more. They need to come through a little bit more and more consistent for me to give it to them. And not, and then overlook Tyler Anderson. I don't want to overlook his performance. He pitched really good. I could have gave it to Moncada, could have gave it to Ohapi, could have gave it to Ward, could have given it to Neto. But again, I need to see more hits from them on a consistent basis before we start divvying out to them, because otherwise, again, without Anderson's performance against a formidable lineup that usually torches us, we are not in this game. So I think Anderson's good performance led to that comeback, and that's what we're going to need moving forward. So who got the who got the Nacho Night Award?
Nacho Night, oh yeah, Nacho Night. Pile it up, load it high. Extra shame, all the pride. Grab a fork, take a dive. Dignity's gone, but the cheese survives. what a sight. All your dreams gone tonight. Had a bad night, lost the fight. No more crunch, just take a bite. It's the Nacho Night Award.
The Nacho Night Award for worst player on the field. Now, that's a good thing. The Stamos is kind of hard to give away. It's a one-trick pony. It's one award. And, you know, if you try to give it out to multiple players, they get all angry that they don't want to share that gold. But with the Nachos, you can make a buffet of it. You can put it in a big helmet, and multiple people can eat out of it. And I think we're going to give it to 3 Blue Jays tonight. We're going to give it to Bo Bichette, going 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts, having the hat trick. And then Varshal, the center fielder, did the same exact thing. He went 0 for 4 with 3 Ks himself. And then I'm going to also give it to Yimi Garcia, who gets the second loss, his second blown save of the season. He only pitched a third of an inning, gave up 1 run on 3 runs on just 1 hit and a walk. He was charged with a loss. So those 3 guys are going to share in the nachos. So with that being said, we get to your favorite part of the night. And before we do, real quick, Boo Bear's mommy super sticker right there. Joshua with a super sticker. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Mateo, as well, right there. So we appreciate that. And believe me, I'm keeping track of who's been pitching in. And Boo Bear's mama starts it off right away. She wants to see Artie on the sax, not Artie in the sax.
Spritz o'clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
By the way, have you ever wanted to meet Zach Neto in person? Well, now's your chance. The Rock and Brew over there in Brea, which is just south of it's just south of the 91 freeway right there. It's right on the right next to Knott's Berry Farm, right across the street from Portals, and I think Medieval Times and everything else like that. At 10 in the morning, I'll post up another thing, but at 10 in the morning to 11:30 on Saturday, this Saturday, I will be there. I will have an interview with Zach Neto, and I will also have Zach Neto there, courtesy of OC Dugout, signing autographs and also taking pictures with the kiddos. So if you want your Zach Neto jersey, Big Papa, sign anything, obviously it will cost, but not that much, because OC Dugout's going to give a nice little discount for Halos in the infield. So come on down, come one, come all to Rockin' Brews. Just look it up. I'm telling you, it's right across the street. It's the restaurant with a big ass guitar, and you'll be able to hang out with us and hang out with Zach Neto right there of your Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles of the Republic of China. So there you go. Joshua checks in with, we're so back. LV says, Blue Jays got a taste of that yummy tasting nut. What nut is that? And who's going to let us know about how yummy that nut is?
On everybody, my name is Gavin Carlson, former credentialed journalist in the LA area. How about a yummy tasting nut?
Again, LV likes to, hook him every time, and he falls for those nuts. LV says, fucked it. This season starts tonight, baby. He's pumped. LV is in Wow, dude. Wow. Okay, there we are. We're back. Sorry about that. My computer crashed. Literally, dude. That is crazy. So lost a lot of I lost all the comments right there. So Sega Boy says 3,000 in the stands tonight. It did look like that tonight. I'll try to get back on. See, and it was the yummy tasting nut comment. I know it was. Damn you, Gavin. And your ability to Deo me. You just freaking Deo'd me, man. It's unbelievable. Right? Yeah, so I'm back on. Lost a gang of comments right there. So I'm sorry about that. Major Deo vibes right there. Bad. Joshua says, hey, Rally Chris, did you honk all over yourself? Rally Chris also says, yes, I honk all over myself. Oh, my God. That's not something I want to think about. Dude, that was crazy right now. What just happened? Sega Boy says, Wayne, hey, now that's how Bally's, let's take it to Bally's. Hey, Gooby, what are your keys to the game? I'm going to go with Purple Haze. Yeah, I'm going to go with Purple Haze tonight.
How dare you?
Dan Rios says, me love you long time.
There's a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny, and me love you long time.
Joe says we need 8 Deos, please. 8 Deos. Well, there was 11 in the stands tonight, dude. I counted 11, so let's give him 8. That's it. Enough Deos. Kill everybody. Robert says World Series bound. Let's fucking go. Tyler also says we're winning the 2002 World Series. Book it. Grillmaster says running up his butt right now, which he, for some reason, he just loves when Roger talks about things running up his butt.
Let me tell you something about my guy, John Stamos. So I was able to go in the back bedroom and unscrew the old balls and
Running up my butt right now?
you get out of it what you put into it. John Stamos
Choked on me.
He was so great.
Demetrio says Angels winning just feels good, man. I wish we were good. Joe says guaranteed loss with Cooch tomorrow. Joshua says that balk was BS. It was. Let's see. Also, who is Squid? Joe says, well, that's our boy. God? I even wanted to forget his name right now. What is Squid's name for the Angels when we had him? Jesus, what was? I couldn't stand him. He was like the most. Oh, Andrew Velasquez. I couldn't stand that guy. EQ says, I heard a bunch of people on Friday are going to wear Sell a Team shirts. Didn't see him. Jim says the Dale count it was 11. Tyler says first more than 5-run game since April 10th. Q FanDuel, baby. And that was the thing too, man. And they haven't scored this many runs in a while. Dude, I still can't believe I got knocked out right there. Also, we struck out under 10 times and we win. David Fletcher, or Fletchfact says David Fletcher. Also, Mateo says, would you rather attend Angels game pregame or hungover? Pre-gamed or hungover? I think that's the same thing for me. Actually, no, hungover sucks, dude. I'd rather be really pre-gamed. Also, Sega says sparkling gold, just like a shiny Pokemon. Randy says, you guys got to see Anaheim tea I cooked up for Heedy. Yes, the next t-shirt that's going to be coming up here. We haven't released it yet. Randy's kind of teasing it a little bit, but that t-shirt is fire. He actually made 2 good designs amongst some other ones that he's cooking up right now. But those 2 that he came up with are excelente. I love them. Hakuna Makata. Mateo also says, I wasn't watching the game. I was watching the Warriors game. I don't know if they won or not. Randy says, Todd, I just realized the Anaheim tee could be a good protest tee to Artie, as well as letting him know the majority of us feel, but the ushers would even understand, in my opinion. Yeah, I think they would. I think it's one of those ones where it's not really a shirt like a Sell the Artie to where they could tell you to take it off or something stupid like that. It's your boy says, man, what a game. I was there tonight, and that error by the Blue Jays third baseman really started the rally. It did, man. You should have said hi. I was there too. Also, Dan Rios says, bring back the golden dong, Ohapi. At Dimitro, honestly, I haven't shared it yet until Todd is ready to start printing because I don't want anyone stealing this idea. Yeah, I agree, Randy. That's one that really needs to be on the download till we were ready. Sega says, I wish I had Sugar Mama like Boo Boo Bear's mama. She's awesome. Let's see. Also, Grillmaster trying to start to insinuate something. What the hell's going on out here? Thank you again, Boo Boo Bear's mommy. She threw a super sticker out there. Tony C says Perry Manassian already said he's going to fire coaches. I hope Hunter Strickland does some good for us like he did last year. Hector N with a win tonight. Fire Johnny Washington anyway. Yes, sir. Also, Diego says Kenley was sick tonight. See, I didn't know that, Diego. To be honest with you, man, I didn't even check our page, so I don't even know if anyone posted it. But I do know that what do you call it? I looked up on X and all that stuff. I didn't see anything, so I was kind of surprised. So there you go. That makes sense now. Sega Boy says, "Damn, I'm drunk in a bar, and we all started singing Sweet Caroline." That is probably the next two. I think. What is it called? What's the other one? Damn it, what's that other bar song that everyone sings? Don't Stop Believing. You have Sweet Caroline. You have the song from Queen. There's certain staples that you sing at a freaking what do you call it? Shit, what is that called again? At the karaoke's. Yes, I'm seeing this. I'm glad I got you guys right here. You mean Buena Park? Yes, I do mean Buena Park. I'm sorry, not Brea. It's where all the Buena Park gigolos are at. So there you go. And by the way, yeah, that was where it just up and froze. Gavin, as soon as I played that goddamn thing, the whole shit just took a. And I think it's from Walter trying to put the video games on here, and he downloaded Stream and all that crap, and I think that kind of messed up my setup nuts. Here. Yep. Got him. Oh no, another Buttercup right there. Post game Savage Garden. Trout of hair. Let's see. Also, dude, sorry about that. Klaus happened. Let's see. Also, Todd disappeared just quickly with a good feeling with a win for tomorrow's game. Let's see. We are so back. Already cut off the internet. Let's see. Let's get right here. Spritzed on earlier. Yes, we got that one already. Ricky says Anderson, Adele, and Mancada, their trade stock, working on their trade stock here tonight. Let's see. Also, Tyler Anderson is our good luck charm. Tamir 20 said. Frederick says, Deo, daylight, come on, and I want to come home. Also, Andrew Velasquez. Also, did I see a home run tonight? Q Lombardi for Ward, because we're not used to really seeing that. He was on a 4 for 49 before this. What the hell's going on out here? Maybe says the game made me forget Trout was on the IL. That too. Happy for Moncada to get his first home run as an Angel. He needed that. Rally Chris says Angels record 9-4 with Moncada on the active roster. They are 5-16 without him. I don't think he's that big of a deal, but I do think that that they do need him at some point because he's another at bat. Sega Boy says producer to the Stars, Randy. Boo Bear's mommy says I want one of those new tees. You're going to get that one pretty soon. Also, Mateo says Warriors won, but our season may be coming to an end. Curry left with a hamstring strain, could be out 1 to 2 weeks. Oh no. Tyler says Heedy has stepped up this year and it's fire. We appreciate that. It will be at Brea. So I'll say that again because there's a lot of people on right now. If you want to see Zach Neto, aka Big Papa, come to Rockin' Brews in Brea, right across the street from Medieval Times and Portals. You can get some nice Cuban Portals pastries over there. That is the most fire pastries out there. I suggest get the meatballs. Those are really, really good, or the potato balls or whatever they're called. Just balls, and put them in your mouth. They are tasty. But across the street at 10 a.m. to 11:30, come on down, meet Big Papa, and meet me as well. We'll be there at Rockin' Brews. He'll be signing autographs for over an hour and a half, and then he'll be there. You can take pictures with him and stuff like that. Meet and greet right there. courtesy of us and OC Dugout. OC Dugout set the whole damn thing up, and they're inviting us because we're cool with them to come down there, interview the man, the myth, the legend, and then also get a chance to schmooze with him a bit. So hopefully you guys can come down right now or on Saturday. That'd be nice. Brian says, what is everyone talking about Squid? Because he's one of the most hated players, at least for me. Randy says, appreciate it. Tyler, also because he was getting back with him about the shirts. Also, someone pour me a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniel got history. There you go. Bohemian Rhapsody. That's the song right now. How can we not talk about the Hall of Famer Squid? I still can't believe he's trying to get back into the majors. Rally Chris says, Jeff Letcher said Kenley Jansen was under the weather tonight. Wash said he should be fine for tomorrow, hopefully, because, again, when this team gets under the weather, it's usually diarrhea. Also, I know Rock and Brews, they got good stuff right there. How drunk Artie tonight, or how drunk is he? I don't know yet. Todd reading the Temu versions of the comments. Well, dude, a lot of them got erased. When I got knocked out, the comments that still should be there got erased. So that kind of sucks. Also, Grillmaster says, I want one of those new teas as well. Save me a large, please, when it drops. Unfortunately, Tyler says, I think Ward is 4 for 40, then a hot few games kind of guy, which I just wish that he would get his shit together. Yes, we know about the it's Buena Park. My bad. The Angel Sucks says, we still on X. It went dark. Winning. Yes. That was the computer just telling me that I got to beat the kid for letting the stream on. I'm not going to beat the kid, but I'm just going to tell him, dude, like, stop. Like, I'm literally going to get him a gaming computer for his graduation. And this is exactly why I'm going to get him a gaming computer for his graduation, because he downloaded Stream and it just said like all this crap about needing to upload and turn off the thing. And it didn't ask me whether I wanted to or not. It just decided for me. Also, I win here and I win there. So a little bit of buy winning right now.
Wow, winning.
Wait.
I'm buy winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Mateo says, what is Forrest Gump's first password? One Forrest, one. Oh, geez. Also, Randy says, Fresno. Oh, no, I thought we were claiming our sets. Rally Chris says, what was Papa Fox feeling about this win? He was pleasantly surprised. But he's like me. He needs to see a lot more from this team. Mateo checks in with James. Also, James Malou says Hakuna Matata. He was appreciating that tonight. Squirrely Dad says, hi, Todd. I was there tonight. Great to see a win for a change. Dude, if you'd seen my post, dude, I announced I was there. You guys could have came by and said hi. A few people did. So next time, Squirrely Dad, come by and say hi. I'm in 260. Jim says, HOW got the monkey tonight. The monkey, yeah, it was funny because they did have a little preview right there, and it said, or one of those Rally Monkey videos, and it says, "Come on, do something." And literally, I mean, yeah, they needed to do something. It was probably the most angel, video they could have made, because they haven't did anything. He was the guy that was yelling at the monkey to do something. Let's see. Yeah, it is one of the most annoying things. Also, Matthew checks in. A different Matthew says, gonna try to get the win tomorrow at the stadium. 0-2 right now, but hope to start meeting you. A few of you guys just started doing the Halos Light That Baby Up today. Are you the Light the Baby Up podcast, or I don't know, but if you want to hang out, say hi. Like we always like smoozing with the fans, that's for sure, and smoozing with the fellow Angel fans for sure. Let's see. Also, I'm not reading jokes right now. Those are pretty crappy jokes there, Grillmaster. Mateo says, can we take a shot every time a Deo comes on? You'd be drunk. Also, hey, Hakuna Matata, Logan O'Hammered, Solar System, Magneto. Hey. There's another Matthew on the show, Q Lombardi. There's a lot of actually Matthews on this show that really that's a real name, but they have a different tag.
What the hell's going on out here?
We attract the Matthews on here. Randy says there should be a Todd Fox bobblehead. We got to figure out how to do that. Ain't no way those wouldn't sell. Dude, if we could do one of those, that would be pretty cool. It would probably be that Fox logo there too, or if we did one with a beard, like you'd have to work one of those 3D machines, and I don't know, man. Matthew says on X. Okay. what's the tag of your show on there, or at least your page? I'll throw it out there because I've been helping out the what is it? Yankees suck, Angels suck. I'm discombobulated. I've had a long ass day. The computer crashed. I worked a 12-hour shift, and then I was at the game tonight right there. So there you go. And I'm being myopic, Tyler, for you. No, we have a Matt and a Chat Black. I love it. Dan says, seems I missed more cringy stuff by Gooby. Only free stream was getting me the Jays feed. The Jays feed isn't bad, actually. You got some pretty good announcers over there. I was thinking a shirtless Halo honk bobblehead. Oh, no. Yeah, but then you need 3D, what is it called? 3D nipples. And a Halo honk one would be pretty dope, too. I'm not Jack Black, you jackass. Useless Trucker says that's the Rock and Brew on Beach Street. I spent a lot of time on Beach Street. There you go. See, I didn't even put out the address, which I should. Which I'll have tomorrow. I'll have it uploaded. Joshua says, honk honk. Todger Lodger right there, nipples right there. Oh, MLA. You know where this goes. Here we go. The nightly Spanish from the Gringo. Ay, way, no Pinchy's mama's way. Pinchy's won today. We still suck. I don't know if I'm doing the accent right either, dude. So,
Oh no! We suck again!
yes, a 3D bat nipples. Yes, I think that would work. Angel Suck says somewhere drunk Artie Moreno is claiming that this was part of the 5-year plan. The Golden Dong bobblehead. That would be pretty cool. Maybe we should make a golden dong because I think Randy was working on one that we it wouldn't be FCC approved, or YouTube approved. Well, he made a slide of Ohapi with like a dong on his forehead, sort of like the Trout hat, but with a golden dong. And yeah, I just don't think that would have been appropriate, whether it was on a shirt or a bobblehead. Q fan duel. The Marlins beat the Raiders. Oh my God, I love the Raiders. Also, JC said I would be a proud buyer of the Golden Dong ball. Dude, if we just kept it like the picture, Randy, where it's that big fat black guy with Artie's face by his crotch and the angel hat on, and what's his name, Calhoun's face. Oh God, what a mess! But I swear to God, we could put that sucker at $75 and we wouldn't be able to make it fast enough. I swear to God. Or even if it was just like just a painted plastic figurine for $10 or $5. Those would be off the shelf, dude. I swear to God. Because then people would think if you took it to a if you got it to what's it called? Like one of those donut shops, they would think it's one of those Buddhas and try to sacrifice some incense in a donut right there. I swear to God. It does look like a Buddha. It's terrible. And let's see. Randy said, I need Jesus. Grillmaster says, if I got the golden dong, I would have major penis envy. MLA says, huevo way. You fucking got it right, my friend. Well, thank you. balls, and we won. Yes, this was definitely a surprise tonight. A big win, a big comeback win.
We won?
EQ says we still have Artie Moreno as our owner. Anthony Rendon has a small boner. The bats just get colder. Angels in 5. Yeah, again, I need to see 4 out of 6 of the rest of this homestand before I get my honk all lubed up. Joshua says y'all need Jesus. Grillmaster says, oh, Hoppy has these nuts on his head. Tyler says, Randy, yes, you're solely based off of your nasty golden curls finish. Oh yeah, the Golden Girls. Don't get him started on what's her name again? God, Beachers, or I forgot what her name. B. Arthur. There you go, B. Arthur. Why do I know that? I think because my mom loved that show. All right, so we've only gone 45 minutes, but it feels like we've gone an hour and a half because I got knocked off of YouTube there for a while. But I appreciate everybody being on. Hit a like and a subscribe and the bell notification if you can. By the way, check out all of our freaking podcasts. Wherever you listen to podcasts, if you can't watch them on YouTube, we do a daily podcast, whether it's my show, whether it's Fernando's, whether it's the Cowboy Vince's show, whether it's Dominique's show, James's show. We have a show all throughout the week covering the Angels and the League of Baseball and the minor league. So there's a lot to get on here and check out, and also look, give us a shout out on social media. If you're at the game, let us know where you're at, or just come by 260 and say hi. I'm there almost every night. I won't be there tomorrow though. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. God damn it. Hold on a second. Do you guys want to go to the game? I have some tickets. Yes, I have some tickets. Let me make sure I can let you guys know exactly where they're at. If you want to go to the game tomorrow, I have 8 tickets to give away in section 303. It is row E, so they're not bad tickets down the line a bit. And I have 348 for Thursday as well. So I have 8 tickets to give away. Do you guys want to go to the game? I'm asking you. If anybody wants to go, I have some tickets. If you guys all want to sit together, whatever, just email me at Halos in the Infield podcast at yahoo.com, and no strings attached. You don't pay me nothing because it's 714 tickets. And I even got so discombobulated. I didn't even I was so myopic, Tyler. I didn't even freaking tell you about 714 tickets, how the prices go, but you get it, and I'll make up for it tomorrow. But 714 tickets, Bruheim, come to our tailgate this Saturday. But if you guys want the tickets, I'm telling you, hit me up at Halos in the Infield podcast at yahoo.com, all together, no periods, no nothing like that in between. And in fact, I'll type it out right now. And if you guys want to take a friend or whatever to the game, first come, first serve. So whoever hits me up will get them. And not all 8. If you can't have all 8 people, don't be greedy. Just ask for a couple, and maybe you could sit next to fellow Halos in the Infield fans. So there you go. It's a nice little treat, and I'll have the same thing going, but on the other side of the field for Thursday. So there you go. Here's the official. I put it in the comments right there. Boo Bears said myopic here. Oh shit, here we go again, as he says right there. I love my boy Tyler right there. I'm gonna be sending him something too, dude. Tyler is an OG guy there too. So what did he say right there again? Oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, my bad. Right there.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Hayes says, can I please get 1 ticket, Todd? I'm going solo. Yeah, I'll send it to you, dude. I'm telling you, hit me up in the email. I'll email it right over to you. Andres says, where the fuck does honk even come from? Shit is hilarious. Well, Andres, the Halo honk, dude, is something that Roger Lodge made up. It is the stupidest shit ever, but he's been saying it for years. And he's like, I want you to. He would get somebody on the phone, and it started way back when AM 830 first started. I think it was like in 2009, I want to say, 2008, somewhere around there. But that's how long Roger's been on the radio. And that's when I was not a honk, because he would say, to make it official, you have to roll down your window and yell out to right now over the phone, out and scream at the top of your lungs, I'm a Halo honk for life. And people would do it. It was cheesy as hell. He loved it, and it caught on, and that's where all the honks come from, because they're the ones that, hey Roger, hey, free family 4-pack and stuff like that, and they were always hitting him up for shit. And so it was more like that. It was more like for giveaways and like, just, I don't know, he built up an audience like that. And then it's easier to do cheesy shit like that when you're winning, but when you're losing, not so much. Randy says, I think everyone that has donated should get a new Anaheim tee. Yes, they will. And that was Randy's idea. So when you get your free shirt, when we start printing them at the end of the month, you can say thank you to Randy, because Randy was the one that was like, hey man, we should give something to people that donate. So that's why I'm keeping tabs of everybody that's donated, so that when the time comes, shirts and other things that we get from the stadium and from 714 tickets you guys most likely won't have to pay for those. Everybody else, like, we'll have them on our page. You can get them. Like, obviously, it'll be, good discounted prices. They're not going to be like Halo tees. They're good quality, better shirts than we had last time, and better designs too. Way better designs. So yeah, there you go. So Randy right there is the one to thank. James wants, before I get out of here too, James says, do you like any of the new Heritage jerseys? I do like those. You have to purchase them online, which sucks. But for the most part, those jerseys are pretty cool. I do like the Venezuelan one. I think it is the red, yellow, and the red, yellow, and blue, like a dark navy blue. The Japanese one's really cool, and I'm definitely getting a Mexican one, or Mexico one for my brother-in-law, who's Paulo, who's our chef, that dude is, man, he works at a restaurant and he's fucking dope at cooking. He actually works at the Rock and Brews in the LAX airport, and he's kick ass. I've had him in the game with us a lot, and he makes awesome food. Usually when we have outdoor events like the softball tournament and stuff like that later in the year, he'll be there making awesome tacos, quesadillas, and other stuff. And he makes some aguachile too. So like, I know I didn't say that right, but anyway, he's kick ass in everything he makes, dude. I mean, he makes birria too. So good, so freaking good. He's the man that can cook at it. Just, I don't know, man. He's just magical like that. He should be in a 5-star restaurant, but he's working at Rock and Brews and he's happy. So, but he's a head chef over there. He's really, really cool. Yeah, he makes the good food right there. And why did I bring him up again? Oh yeah, I'm getting him a jersey because obviously he's from Mexico. He's a really cool dude. He was just down there with my sister down there. Well, she's my niece, but I consider my sister. And they go down there, and they took my daughter as well down there to resorts. So he knows all the cool spots down there too. So really, really cool. Yeah, the Japanese jersey is pretty dope. It would have been awesome to have another person in it like Otani, but that guy is our hated ex. Also, let's see, the King of Fresno. I like that right there. The Jewish Heritage jersey is red, lightweight, and Israel patch. I didn't see all of them, so I have to check that one out right there. But I'm going to go online because my girl is wanting to get a couple of those Heritage jerseys, and they're not that bad too for season ticket holders. They're kind of discounted too. Okay, so that's about it that I have. And again, Zach Neto again will be at in Buena Park, not Brea. He'll be there at 10 to 11:30 at Rock and Brews, and you can hang out with us there. We've got tailgate coming up on Saturday too, which will be a little bit later, so you can go to kick it with us for the Neto thing, and then go over and meet us at Bruheim. It's the same day. And then we got the game in the afternoon. So again, there's a lot of baseball left to be played that day, sure as hell. And I hope a lot of these guys and gals that are in here on the comments would like to play some softball. We'll have some information with that coming up soon. We're going to have hopefully about at least 4 teams, maybe 6, and we'll play a little tournament, a little softball tournament. Maybe have some shirts for everybody to wear. It's going to be something that's going to be around June or July. I'm waiting on my boy to get back to me about the field. As soon as we have the field knocked down, we'll be able to talk about who can come and who can go, and we can have registrations for that. Get in on that if you want to play some softball. It'll be a lot of fun, and we have food there too. So that'll be it'll be pretty cool for everybody to get out and to associate and have a good time. Right? That's what we want to do, because this page is for the fans, by the fans, by the fans, for the fans. So I think I've rambled on for enough tonight, and the Angels win tonight. So it's even better. And again, Dan said it, and why not, dude? Dan's an OG, one of the first ones on this page as well. We're going to play you some Stukas, and then we're going to get ourselves out of here. Have a good night, everybody. I'm probably going to be here tomorrow right on time, because I don't think I'm going to make the game tomorrow. But again, if you guys want the tickets, hit me up in the email, because I'll be giving them away. And then we'll have some tickets to give away for Thursday too. Stukas, baby, we won!